Did you know that last Tuesday a 73-year-old woman went to bed feeling perfectly normal? She'd had dinner with her daughter, laughed at their favorite TV show, and said goodnight like she'd done 1,000 times before. But when her daughter came to check on her the next morning, she wouldn't wake up. The paramedics said she'd passed away peacefully in her sleep. And while the family found some comfort in knowing she didn't suffer, they couldn't stop asking themselves one question. Could we have seen this coming? Could we have done something different? Here's what most people don't understand. After you turn 70, your body changes in ways you can't always feel or see. And some of the things you do every single night, things that seem completely innocent, can actually be putting your life at risk. We're talking about habits you've had for years, maybe even decades, that are now working against you instead of helping you. And the scary part is most seniors have no idea they're doing anything wrong. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 4 nighttime habits that are surprisingly dangerous after 70. These aren't complicated medical issues or rare conditions. These are everyday routines that millions of people do without thinking twice. But once you understand how they affect your body, especially as you get older, you'll see why they matter so much. And more importantly, you'll know exactly what to do instead. Stick with me all the way to the end, because that 4th habit is something almost everyone does, and it might be the most dangerous one of all. By the time we're done, you'll have practical steps you can take tonight to sleep better, protect your heart, and wake up feeling more alive than you have in years. Let's jump right in. Number 1. Eating a big meal right before bed. This is something so many people do, especially if dinner runs late or you like a little snack before turning in. And look, I get it. There's something comforting about ending the day with a full belly. Maybe you've been doing this your whole life and never thought twice about it. But here's the problem. After 70, your body just doesn't handle food the way it used to. Your digestion slows way down, your stomach takes longer to empty, and lying down with a full stomach can cause all kinds of issues that you might not connect to what you ate hours earlier. Let me paint you a picture. Let's say you sit down at 8 p.m. and have a nice big plate of spaghetti with garlic bread, maybe a little dessert after. You feel satisfied, maybe even a little sleepy, so you head to bed around 9 or 10. But here's what's happening inside your body. While you're lying there trying to fall asleep, your stomach is working overtime, trying to break down all that food. It's producing acid, churning, and pushing everything through your system. And because you're lying flat, all that acid can start creeping back up into your throat. This is what causes heartburn, that burning feeling in your chest that can wake you up in the middle of the night, gasping for air or coughing. But it's not just about discomfort. When your body is busy digesting food, it can't fully relax. Your heart rate stays elevated. Your blood pressure doesn't drop the way it should, and you never get into that deep, restful sleep your body desperately needs. And here's where it gets serious. Studies show that people who eat heavy meals late at night, especially after 70, have a higher risk of heart attacks and strokes during sleep because their cardiovascular system is under constant stress instead of resting. Think about someone like Margaret. She's 72, and she loves her evening routine. A hearty dinner around 7:30, maybe some cheese and crackers while watching the news, then off to bed by 9. But lately, she's been waking up at 2 or 3 inches the morning with chest tightness and a sour taste in her mouth. She brushes it off as indigestion, but what she doesn't realize is that her late eating habit is putting real strain on her heart night after night. And if you have diabetes or pre-diabetes, eating late can also mess with your blood sugar levels. Your body isn't able to regulate glucose as well while you sleep, so that bedtime snack could be spiking your blood sugar in ways that increase your risk for serious complications down the road. So, what should you do instead? Try to finish your last meal at least 3 to 4 hours before you go to bed. If you're eating dinner at 6 p.m. and going to bed at 10, that's perfect. Your body has time to digest, and your stomach can settle before you lie down. And if you really need something before bed, keep it light and simple. A few almonds, a banana, maybe a cup of chamomile tea. These are easy on your stomach and won't interfere with your sleep. This one change alone can improve your sleep quality, reduce nighttime heartburn, and take a huge load off your heart. And honestly, you'll probably notice the difference within just a few nights. Number 2. Drinking too much before bedtime. Now, I know staying hydrated is important. We hear it all the time. Drink more water, it's good for you. And yes, hydration is crucial. But timing matters a lot more than people think. If you're drinking a big glass of water or tea or juice right before bed, you're setting yourself up for a rough night. And it's not just about waking up to use the bathroom, though that's definitely part of it. Here's what happens. As you get older, your bladder doesn't hold as much as it used to. The muscles weaken, and your kidneys keep working through the night, filtering fluids. So if you load up on liquids in the evening, your body is going to wake you up, sometimes multiple times, to get rid of it. And every time you wake up, you're pulling yourself out of deep sleep, which is the most restorative kind. Now, you might think, okay, so I wake up a few times, big deal, I'll just go back to sleep. But it's not that simple. Every time you get up, especially in the dark, you're at risk for falling. Maybe you're a little groggy, your blood pressure drops when you stand up too fast, and suddenly you're dizzy or lightheaded. This is called orthostatic hypotension, and it's one of the leading causes of falls in seniors. And we all know a fall at 70 can be life-changing. A broken hip, a head injury, it can lead to months of recovery or worse. Let me give you an example. Imagine George. He's 75, and he drinks a full glass of water right before bed because he's heard hydration is good for his heart and kidneys. And he's right, it is. But because he drinks so much right before sleeping, he wakes up 3 or 4 times every night, stumbling to the bathroom, half asleep. One night, he gets up too fast, feels dizzy, and trips over the corner of the rug. He catches himself on the dresser, but just barely. The next morning, he's sore and shaken and realizes how close he came to a serious injury. But here's the other thing most people don't think about. All those nighttime trips to the bathroom are destroying your sleep quality. Every time you wake up, turn on a light and move around, your brain gets a signal that it's time to be alert. This messes with your melatonin production, which is the hormone that helps you sleep deeply. Over weeks and months, poor sleep adds up. It weakens your immune system, raises your blood pressure, and some studies even link chronic sleep disruption to memory problems and dementia. So what's the solution? Don't stop drinking water, just shift when you drink it. Focus on getting most of your fluids in during the morning and early afternoon, then start tapering off by dinner time. If you're thirsty in the evening, take small sips. Don't chug a whole glass. And be mindful of things like soup or watery fruits like watermelon or oranges. In the evening, they count too. Also, if you're drinking coffee or tea in the late afternoon, switch to decaf. Caffeine is a diuretic, which means it makes you pee more. And that's the last thing you need before bed. By adjusting your drinking schedule, you'll sleep more soundly, reduce your fall risk, and wake up feeling actually rested instead of exhausted. If you're still here with me, and you're finding this helpful, go ahead and drop a comment with the number 2, just so I know you're following along. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos like this. Your support really keeps us going and helps us create content that can genuinely make a difference in your life. All right, let's keep moving. Number 3, keeping your bedroom too warm. I know a lot of people love a warm, cozy bedroom, especially as they get older. You might keep the heater on, pile up the blankets, and make your room feel like a little cocoon. And I totally understand the appeal. But here's the thing. Sleeping in a room that's too warm can actually be dangerous, especially after 70. And most people have no idea. As we age, our bodies lose some of their ability to regulate temperature. We don't sweat as efficiently, and we can overheat more easily without even realizing it. When your bedroom is too warm, your body has to work harder to cool itself down, and that puts strain on your heart, your circulation, and your ability to get deep, restful sleep. Let me explain it this way. Your body is supposed to cool down slightly when you sleep. That drop in core temperature is what signals your brain that it's time to go into deep sleep mode. But if your room is too hot, your body can't cool down properly, so you end up tossing and turning, waking up sweaty, and never really getting the quality rest you need. And when you're not sleeping well, everything else suffers. Your immune system weakens, your blood pressure stays elevated, and your risk for heart problems goes up. Take someone like Helen. She's 71, and she always keeps her thermostat at 76 degrees at night. She likes feeling warm and snug under her thick comforter. But lately, she's been waking up drenched in sweat, feeling groggy and irritable during the day. She thinks it's just part of getting older, but really, it's because her body is overheating every single night. Her heart is working overtime trying to cool her down, and she's missing out on the deep sleep that her brain and body desperately need. There's also a hidden danger that most people don't know about. When you sleep in a hot room, you can actually become dehydrated without feeling thirsty. Dehydration thickens your blood, which makes it harder for your heart to pump and increases the risk of blood clots, heart attacks, and strokes. This is especially dangerous for seniors who already have circulation issues or high blood pressure. So, what should you do? The sweet spot for sleep is actually cooler than most people think. Experts recommend keeping your bedroom between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. I know that might sound cold at first, but your body will adjust, and you'll sleep so much better. If you don't want to turn the heat down that much, try using lighter blankets, cotton or linen sheets, and moisture-wicking pajamas that help your body breathe. You can also crack a window or use a small fan to keep the air moving. Fresh, cool air not only helps you sleep, it also improves the oxygen quality in the room, which is great for your lungs and brain. And here's a little bonus tip. If your feet get cold at night, wear a pair of light socks. Keeping your extremities warm while your core stays cool is actually the ideal combination for deep sleep. Making this one simple change, keeping your room cooler, can improve your sleep quality, boost your heart health, and help you wake up feeling more refreshed and alert. It's one of the easiest things you can do, and the benefits show up almost immediately. Now we're down to the last habit. And this one might surprise you because it's something that almost everybody does without thinking, and it could be putting you in serious danger every single night. Let's talk about it. Number 4, sleeping in the wrong position. You probably don't think much about how you sleep, as long as you're comfortable, right? But after 70, the position you sleep in can have a much bigger impact on your health than you realize. It affects your breathing, your circulation, and even the pressure on your heart. And unfortunately, a lot of people are sleeping in positions that are quietly putting their health at risk. Let's start with the most common one, sleeping flat on your back. It seems natural, it feels comfortable, and for a lot of people, it's the default position. But here's the problem. When you lie on your back, gravity pulls your tongue and the soft tissues in your throat backward, and that can partially block your airway. This leads to snoring and, in many cases, something much more serious called obstructive sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is a condition where you stop breathing repeatedly throughout the night, sometimes for 10, 20, even 30 seconds at a time. And then your body jerks you awake just enough to start breathing again. Most people don't even realize it's happening, but it puts enormous strain on your heart. And over time, it increases your risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, and even sudden cardiac arrest. Let me tell you about Paul. He's 74, and he's always been a back sleeper. His wife started noticing that he would snore really loudly and then suddenly go silent for a few seconds before gasping for air. She thought it was just normal aging, maybe a little funny even. But Paul started feeling exhausted during the day. He'd wake up with headaches, brain fog, and chest tightness. When he finally got tested, he found out he had severe sleep apnea, and his sleeping position was making it worse. Now here's another thing most people don't know. If you sleep on your right side, it can actually put extra pressure on your heart. The way your body is structured, sleeping on the right compresses the heart slightly and makes it harder for blood to flow smoothly. This might not seem like a big deal when you're younger, but after 70, especially if you have any kind of heart condition, it can contribute to problems like fluid buildup in the lungs or legs, and even congestive heart failure. So, what's the best position? The answer for most people, especially seniors, is sleeping on your left side. When you sleep on your left side, your heart is able to pump more efficiently. Gravity actually helps blood flow back to the heart, and it also keeps your airway open, reducing the chance of snoring or sleep apnea. Plus, if you deal with acid reflux, sleeping on your left side keeps stomach acid where it belongs, so you're less likely to wake up with heartburn. Now, I know it's not always easy to change the way you sleep, especially if you've been doing it the same way for decades, but there are some simple tricks you can try. If you want to stay on your side, use a body pillow or even just a regular pillow tucked behind your back. It'll keep you from rolling over during the night. You can also try putting a pillow between your knees to keep your spine aligned and reduce pressure on your hips and lower back. And if you're someone who struggles with sleep apnea or heavy snoring, talk to your doctor about it. There are treatments that can help, from simple positional therapy to devices like CPAP machines that keep your airway open while you sleep. The point is, your sleep position matters more than you think, and making one small adjustment could dramatically improve the quality of your sleep and the health of your heart. If you're still watching right now, please leave a comment with the number 4 so I know you made it all the way through. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. We're here to give you real, practical advice that can actually improve your life. And your support means the world to us. All right, let's wrap this up. We've covered 4 bedtime habits that seem harmless but can quietly put your health at risk after 70. Eating too close to bedtime, drinking too much before sleep, keeping your room too warm, and sleeping in the wrong position. Each one of these can interfere with your sleep, strain your heart, and increase your chances of serious nighttime health problems. But here's the good news. None of these are permanent problems. They're all habits, and habits can be changed. You don't need expensive treatments or complicated routines, just small, thoughtful adjustments to the way you end your day. So tonight, I want you to pick just one thing. Maybe you'll eat dinner a little earlier. Maybe you'll turn down the thermostat or shift onto your left side when you lie down. Whatever it is, start there and pay attention to how you feel in the morning. Chances are you'll notice a difference pretty quickly. Better sleep, more energy, maybe even less aches and pains. And once you see that one change working, you'll be motivated to try another. Thank you so much for being here today. I really hope this video gave you some useful insights that you can actually use. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me which habit you're going to work on first, or maybe share a tip that's helped you sleep better over the years. Your experience could help someone else watching this. And if you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with a friend or family member who might need to hear it, and of course, subscribe so we can keep bringing you content like this. Thank you again for watching. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.